Okay, this video will resume, and we will then create the drawing file to the part which we did in the last one. So create a new drawing. Then you can go ahead and delete the large title block, add in the small title block, and change the sheet. And we're going to make this match what we see on the drawing file, like the text file. Okay, you can always move them later. If for whatever reason you don't see your hidden lines, it's because you have hidden line turned off. So you can do that over here. And you're going to go right to annotate. And what you can do next is you could add your center marks. So I want to show you when you do a center mark, right? So you click that, and then you're going to click on just the circle right here. Now that's not good enough. That only tells me where the center of the small circle is. That's not good enough. Let's go back and show you. This also is not good enough. What you're actually going to want to do is both click in an instance like this, click the largest arc, and then the largest full circle. Both. Okay. You could create center lines by doing the center line bisector, edge 1, edge 2. And now we're going to come over here. I do want to show that these are circles over here, but when you do center line bisector, well, ooh, that's not really what I wanted. Can I do more? Okay, can I just do a few and then add them? Kind of. It's not really a center. Okay, that's not what I want. Right, if I do it, if I do click here, that's definitely not what I want. So let's delete those, and then I'll show you a different instance. This is the first time where we have to create a center line that is not exactly in between two very easily clicked on lines. So now I'm going to click on just regular center line, not center line bisector. And for here, you're kind of creating the point A and point B of the center line. So you're going to go, point A is going to be the center, or the midpoint, click. And then you're going to come down to where it'll give you the projection of a perfectly horizontal or vertical. And then right click, create. Boom. It looks a little funky right there. That's more of a setting, like a standard for scaled. But for now, that's fine. Okay, now we can go ahead and add some dimensions. You want to be very mindful to not over dimension, include all the dimensions you need, and follow the dimension rules. So you're going to hit dimension. And one of the rules that you should remember is you dimension holes to the circle, and you dimension all all cylinders to the rectangle, right? Every single time you do like a circle, it's either going to be a circle on one view and then a square on the other, right? So right here we have this hole, it's a circle right here, it is a rectangle right here. These cylinders right here, circles, rectangles. And you're gonna, when you dimension them, you want to do all holes to the circle and all cylinders to the rectangle. So I'm not gonna do this. I clicked the wrong thing. I'm not gonna do point 1 to point 2. This would be incorrect, right? Because you're dimensioning the hole to the rectangle. Instead, what you're going to do is you're going to go to here. Notice how the diameter symbol automatically appears as well. You absolutely are going to need that. If this comes up, you can uncheck right here. No, I don't want to edit the dimension when I create a new dimension. Okay, I want to also show you a few different things. Over here, you can do like the chain or baseline if you have an instance over here where you're doing multiple dimensions all in one. I do want to definitely dimension these heights. This is quick enough, right, to do all three. But another thing you could do is use these over here. You can do chain dimensions, select the base. I think it works like this. I rarely use these, but there we go. That works. And then baseline, you can do the same thing. When you're done, right click, continue, then click, and then you have to actually right click, then create, and do it that way. That works. Actually, that was pretty quick enough. I just usually just dimension it anyway, but just showing you other things that work. Okay. You want to dimension the this arc right here. So you're going to click on this, R3, and I'm actually going to then double click. I'm going to hit escape, and I'm going to double click in here to say, and if you want to say TYP, I don't know if we did this last week. Let me backtrack. I think I'm going a little too fast. You now just specify that this arc right here has a radius of 3. You want to also say that this has a radius of 3 right here. However, it's kind of redundant to have it both. Instead, you should only do it once, and then after say, okay, this is typical, or you have 2 places of this. So I'm going to hit escape, and then double click it to edit the dimension. And where you see like bracket, or less than, greater than, whatever, this is where it's the dimension, right? And then if you want to type something after, you just type text after. And if you want to type anything before, go all the way to the left and then do that. In this instance, I want after to say, why is it freaking out? TYP. Make sure you're in all caps. That's like a standard for engineering. And boom. Okay. I want a dimension from here to here. So we'll do that over here. Always show the dimension on the view that gives you the most information. Then you have to dimension these cylinders over here. And you might be tempted to show that this is a diameter of 4 and this is a diameter of 2. But remember, whenever you dimension a cylinder, you want to go to the rectangle. So this I'm going to dimension right here. I want to show you something else. When you dimension this line, right, if you click right here, notice how it automatically includes a diameter symbol. However, if you just go from point A to point B, it does not. Since this dimension right here is in fact showing you a diameter, you want to include the diameter symbol. So you're going to want to make sure you click on the line itself to have the diameter symbol. If for whatever reason the line's not easy enough to click and you have to do it this way, you can always double click inside of it and then manually go left and then insert the diameter symbol. That works as well. How am I going to know the difference? So I'm going to clean this up a little bit, right? It doesn't fit in the middle, but find a place where it looks nice. Even that is a little bit too tight. And do your best to make it look pretty, line it up. Nope, I have it backwards, Right, you want to make sure you're following the rules about crossing. There we go. Okay, and when you're trying to check to see if you have all of the dimensions, ask yourself, can I draw this from scratch? Okay, well, when you start by doing the slot command. Center to center is 9, height is 6 because 3 radius is diameter of 6, good. This is a 4-inch hole located at the center right here. Concentric with that because of the center mark, that's good. We have a hole right here located and a hole right there. I think that's everything. Okay, cool. So we can now go to File, Export, PDF, and you should also be saving this as well. And that is it for this part.